Why does pain sometimes feel weirdly comfortable? I know it sounds strange, but tell me if this is familiar. You're lying in bed at 2 a.m., overthinking life, replaying every embarrassing moment from 2016, and somehow, it feels easier to stay in that mental chaos than to actually get up, drink water, touch grass, and fix your life. Or maybe you keep going back to the same toxic habits, the same stress, the same patterns you swear you'll leave from tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. Why? Because pain for a lot of us feels like home. Not because it's good, but because it's familiar. It's funny how humans work. We can survive the most painful situations, but the moment things start going well, our brain goes, uh-oh, this is new. This is scary. Retreat. Retreat. It's like your brain was trained by a clingy friend who refuses to let you grow. And the worst part is, half the time, we don't even realize what's happening. We think we're choosing comfort, but actually, we're choosing the pain we already understand over the happiness we don't. See, our brain loves patterns, even if the pattern sucks, even if the pattern drains us. If your brain gets used to stress, conflict, or self-doubt, it starts to treat those things like normal, like the default setting. So when something peaceful, healthy, or genuinely good enters your life, it feels foreign, almost wrong. Like when someone gives you a compliment and you respond with, no, you're lying, stop. Or when life suddenly gets quiet and your first thought is, bro, something is about to go horribly wrong. That's not intuition. That's your brain being addicted to the chaos it's been living in. And the craziest part, pain gives us a strange illusion of control. When things go bad, we know how to react. We know the routine, stress, cry, overthink, repeat. But happiness, peace, real growth, those things require vulnerability. And vulnerability is terrifying. So we cling to the emotional patterns that feel like old worn-out shoes. Uncomfortable, maybe even painful. But at least they fit. At least we know them. Sometimes pain feels like comfort because it's tied to our memories. Maybe you grew up in chaos, so silence feels suspicious. Maybe you were surrounded by criticism, so kindness feels fake. Maybe you were always the one fixing everything, so receiving love feels like a task you don't deserve. And because of that, when life gives you peace, you push it away without even knowing why. You tell yourself, this won't last, so you don't even give it a chance to last. But here's the real truth no one tells you. Comfort isn't about what feels good. It's about what feels familiar. And familiarity can trick you into accepting less than you deserve. People stay in toxic friendships because the drama feels normal. People stay in toxic relationships because the pain feels predictable. People stay stuck in old habits because starting over feels like learning to walk again. And sometimes we'd rather limp forever than take those shaky first steps towards something better. But imagine this for a second. What if the version of you who thinks peace is too quiet could learn to enjoy that quiet? What if the version of you who feels unsafe without chaos could actually feel safe in calmness? What if you didn't just survive your past, but unlearned it? That's when pain stops being comfort, and comfort stops being fear. That's when growth finally stops feeling like a threat. And look, we all have a little emotional gremlin inside our head that loves shouting, "Stay where you are, don't change." But you don't have to listen to that gremlin forever. You're allowed to outgrow the version of you that normalized pain. You're allowed to want peace without feeling guilty. You're allowed to replace old comfort with new comfort. The kind that actually feels good, not the kind that drains the life out of you. Pain feels like comfort only until you teach your brain what real comfort looks like. And the moment you experience that, the moment peace stops feeling scary and starts feeling earned, you'll look back and realize that you weren't addicted to pain. You were just loyal to the version of yourself who didn't know anything else. But you know better now. And now that you know better, you can choose better. Not immediately, not perfectly, but slowly, softly, step by step. Because comfort built on pain will keep you stuck, but comfort built on healing will set you free. And trust me, freedom doesn't hurt, it just feels new. And new is nothing to fear.